someone passionate about Montessori education, what aspect of the approach resonate with you the most, and how do you incorporate those principles into your work as the head of the Montessori department? Obviously, that's not the title you have, but you know what I mean, the coordinator. Yeah.
So to me, I mean, again, I think when you learn about Montessori, you usually just like all the aspects about Montessori. But for me, it's very much understanding the child, respecting the child, because again, sometimes I don't know about your culture or your background or the people who might be your viewers, theirs, but somehow in our culture, a child is a child. And when you talk about their rights and all of those things, even though from my religious aspect there's a lot of that, it's part of our religion, but when it comes into the practice part, we tend to not respect the children as much as we should. So I like that part where we talk about a child being a whole, like, and it's not like an empty vessel, and it's not that the child knows nothing and the child is just we are the one who are kind of shaping up the child and taking them here and there and just thinking that the child is dumb. Basically, that's not the case. So I think that's what I really liked about Montessori, that it really kind of gave the child a voice, even though they cannot speak, but she very much just made us understand the child's inside out, talking about the absorbent mind, talking about the sensitive periods, talking about the tendencies. It just really made sense to me, and it really guided me, like you're saying, as an education coordinator, when I have trouble with a child or with a teacher, we always go back to, okay, let's see what the Montessori tells us about this situation, or what's the core of the child, and then let's see from here where the child got deviated, or what kind of an environment should we provide to the child, because again, prepared environment is very much part of the Montessori theory. So I just feel that theory wise, Montessori has given us such good foundation that whenever we are looking at any situation, I always feel that we can find the answers in the theory. And then again, nowadays it's just so convenient, the Instagram, the websites, blogs, podcasts. I feel that there's no lack of information, there's maybe excess of information. So again, I think the institutes, AMI institutes, people like you who are so passionate about Montessori, they're bringing really nice content, and then that really helps in keeping the inspiration and the passion of Montessori. So yeah, I would say that the whole perspective of how Montessori has given us about the child, that's what I really enjoy about Montessori.
Yeah, it's very interesting because it's true. When you look at the theory, it just makes sense.
Yes.
Everything is like, yes, of
Yes.
course, it
Yes.
makes sense. It's
Yeah.
about life. It's about
Yeah.
profound respect for life,
Yes.
and suddenly you feel you connect. We are kind of one race in a way, and that's why I found it really fascinated myself.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
uh, so balancing work and home life can be demanding, especially with a young, three children. How do you manage this juggling act? Um, and are there any strategy or routine that have been particularly helpful for you?
So Alhamdulillah, I have three boys. I've got my oldest one, 6 years old. Then my second one is almost 4. Next month is going to be his birthday. And my youngest one is going to be 2 next month as well. So, I sometimes say I've got a little preschool Montessori classroom going on in my house as well. So when you talk about the balance, I think it's difficult. You try your best, but I don't think so that you can excel in everything. I don't believe in that. I think there are days when I'm a good mother, and then there are days that I'm not a good mother. I might be a good educator, the coordinator, but then there might be days when I'm not a good coordinator, but might be excelling in my motherhood. So I think it's all about balance. It's all about trying your best. I have wonderful family support. Alhamdulillah. My in-laws, my mother, my from my maternal side, from my husband's side, um, whoever can and whenever they can, they are always ready to help. So that has helped a lot. My husband is, again, very understanding, very helpful, very supportive. So I think when you have this kind of support system going on, things can, I mean, they're still hard, but it's more bearable. It's more, you can strategize things a little bit more. And when you talk about the strategies, the routines, again, because I truly, as I said, I love Montessori, and I tried bringing those practices inside my house as well. And knowing that the children between the age of 0 to 6 excel on order, I try my best to have, I wouldn't say a lot of orderly house environment, but their routines are very clear. There are parts in the house that are made so that they can access it easier. The bathroom has stools and things that it becomes easy for them to get ready. For example, their wardrobes are their size. They have clothes that they can choose, and I don't have to have a struggle with them because I have prepared, I have edited their wardrobe according to the needs. Then they can wear whatever they want to wear, and I don't have to have any power struggle. When they come home, they know that it has been explained to them, sung to them, visually shown it to them what needs to happen. So alhamdulillah, like I said, yes, I have tough days, but then I have really, really, really amazing days as well. And I think that's life, right? You go up and down, and at the end of the day, they are children, so you follow them. That's what the Montessori motto is: follow the child. So you keep observing them. That's, again, another beautiful tool that Montessori gives us, and as a mother, that helps me as well, where I can observe, and I can amend, and I can, again, change the environment based on those particular needs. So Montessori has really, really helped me with my family, with my parenting style as well.
Oh, this is really wonderful. I'm so happy to hear this. This is really great because it's true. When you study Montessori, you reflect on your motherhood, on
Yes.
how you are with your children, even when they are much older, like
Yes.
mine.
Yes. Yes. I
Oh,
mean, again, as I said, it's a it's a lifestyle. So Montessori is not just it's an aid to life, isn't that how they
yeah,
speak about Montessori as well? So if you are a Montessorian and if you've studied it, sometimes it's tough, to be honest, because sometimes you're like, I don't want to know, I don't want to understand, and I want to have a tantrum as well. But then you just tell them
they
that,
do it the
well,
old ways.
exactly. And then you tell yourself, well, the child hasn't, developed the prefrontal cortex right now, so this is not going to work with the child. So yes, I mean, again, as I said, like, we are humans. So as long as we understands our weaknesses as well, and then try to kind of work for it, through it, on it, I think that, it's not that bad.
Well, thank you so much. It is really nice.